My name is Ali. I recently graduated. I got a bachelor's in psychology. I haven't really used it yet for anything, but I'm having fun with music, just seeing where it will go, seeing where it will take me.
How and when did you start making music?
I don't know if I could ever put like a specific time and day or year even when I really got into music, but I would say it's just always been around. I've always picked up on patterns of sound and they just sounded cool to me. Whatever sounded cool to me, I would try and put it into some sort of rhythm or put it into some different context and see what fun I could have with it. Then it eventually led on to me just having fun with GarageBand on my phone. Then from there, I was kind of like, okay, this is actually like fun to do. This isn't just like me being weird about stuff that I hear. It's like, it's just fun to make music. I kind of like self-taught myself the basics of piano. And from there, yeah, I've just been having fun ever since. I recently learned guitar and I've just been focusing on that a lot and just having fun.
What song of yours that you've made so far do you think says the most about you?
I don't think any of them yet, to be honest. I haven't really said this out loud, but I really do put myself in a box right now when it comes to music in terms of what I want to invest in putting out for people to hear. I really want to make music that is entirely of my own sound, but at the same time, I want to do something with this. The career of music in general, I want it to go somewhere so that I can help people on a massive scale. I'm just not in a point right now where I feel like I can invest too much time in taking a chance to be 100% myself with the music and feel like people can relate to it. I want to first put out some stuff that is digestible, that people already listen to, in the sphere of what people already listen to. And then once I get some traction, I can start having fun and doing more what I want. And I feel like a lot of artists lie about that. They're just not as honest as they want to be. I feel like everyone does, like, all innovation comes from inspiration. You got to start from inspiration. You got to build a foundation of, you know, what direction you want to go into. And then there are artists who immediately just do what they want, and some of them do find success, but I'm at a point where I don't have that much money to really have that much fun with music. I have to be selective with what I do.
At what point do you think you'd be able to like do what you want?
At the end of the day, it's all fun. I do make music on my own time that no one's ever heard that I like, but I just haven't shown it to anybody just because I don't know. But I think, you know, inshallah, like if there's ever a song that I have that blows up and does good, it's not like I'm going to immediately start doing what I want. It's going to be like, okay, do I have enough traction to keep this going as a career? Do I have enough? Like, I don't want to be a one-hit wonder or whatever. But yeah, so like I think down the line, I'll eventually reach a point where I'm like, okay, now I can start having fun. Now I can start doing what I want because people are going to listen regardless.
Have you ever made a song that helped you get through a tough time?
Scum of the Earth, yeah. I don't like, it's all about me just kind of, it's really exaggerated, but it's about me being a dickhead. And it was at a time in my life where I felt like I was getting walked on by a lot of people. And I still feel that way. I still feel like I don't know, I'm just like a really people pleaser type of person. But with that song, it was kind of like I wanted to let go of that feeling and see what I could do. And I just made a song about being a dickhead, and it has the most plays on my page.
Do you think being from Connecticut influences your music at all?
To be honest, no. But like, that's no disrespect to the artists of Connecticut. There's a lot of potential here. And I just feel like stuff like this should be happening way more often, where artists just help each other out, talk to each other, and see what ideas they could come up with to, you know, I scratch your back, you scratch mine type of thing. And I can't say that Connecticut itself influenced music. I just can't say that.
What's something that most people assume about you that isn't true?
All right, I'm really book smart. I'm really, really book smart. And I love studying. And I kind of am a nerd, but when it comes up in conversation, I try and hide that aspect of myself. And then I feel, it's never been said to me directly where someone was like, oh, you look dumb. And like, I just lived with that. No, it's just like sometimes in conversations with teachers, people who are older than me, they'll get the impression that I'm just like some dumb kid who doesn't really know about whatever, but I could just see, I get the vibe sometimes that I'm just not well spoken. But then when people have conversations with me, they're like, oh, maybe he's not as dumb as I thought.
I listened to a few of your songs prior to, booking the interview. And I saw the video you recorded for Skin. It was hard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, shout out to AJ and Luke. They helped out with the video. Yeah. And Josie. Josie's just my friend. She was there to help me feel comfortable.
But I did get a chance to listen to your EP. And it definitely did exceed like any expectations I could have had at the time. Do you want to speak a little bit more on the creation of that?
So this recent EP that I'm working on is kind of like a transition to. We just talked about how I'm putting myself in a box too much, and I hope one day to grow out of it to the point where I could just release music that I like. This is kind of sort of like a transitional type of EP where I can give people a little bit of the music that I want to make, but at the same time it's digestible for them to enjoy. So it's kind of just about finding balance between what I want to do and what I want the world to see from me. And I feel like the EP speaks well for that regard.
Do you have a favorite song on the EP that you made?
Definitely King of the Couch, just because there's a whole story to it. But that song, just the trumpets and the really simple riff and the simple drums, I like everything about it.
So was that your favorite one to make or your favorite one to listen to?
Oh, favorite one to make? Maybe Dog Days, just because playing it, I try, even in the recording, I wanted the emotion of the song to translate through the instrumental as well, not just through the words. So I personally, when I listen to that song, I could feel the emotion through the instrumental, and that's exactly what I wanted it to do. So I had more fun recording that song. I do have more fun listening to King of the Couch.
Recording this EP, what was different in the recording process rather than songs you made in the past?
I made everything myself, the whole thing. Surprise, surprise, but my last song, all the songs I put out, I didn't make any of the beats. They were all from YouTube. All of them were from YouTube, and it all goes back to that first question you asked about, making music that I want to make. I had to go through beats on YouTube to find sounds that people were already listening to, or bands that people liked, or artists that people liked. I had to search up type beats and stuff like that. And I used whatever I liked, and I tried to put my own spin on it as much as I could. But with this EP, it's everything is me. The drums, the guitar, the trumpets. Trumpets aren't real, but I'm playing the trumpets through a keyboard.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd say that's what I'm mostly proud about with this EP too. Is that I took all control. Of course, Chase at Small City Studios, he helps out a lot with the production, the mixing, and mastering.
Yeah, shout out Chase.
Shout out to Chase always. But yeah, no, I'm proud with what we made.
Do you have any goals that you set for yourself in the near future?
I try not to look at the numbers too much. I try not to let it get to my head. And I feel like every artist who's just starting out should do that. As much as you can, just don't look at the numbers. Just keep putting out your work. People will catch on. So yeah, I think one big goal is just I want to reach a point where I'm comfortable enough to help people and be able to help people without sacrificing, my own security, stuff like that.
But is there anybody else that you want to shout out?
Oh, this is such a big question because I don't want to miss anybody out. I don't want to leave anybody out. There's so many people. So I've been going to the comedy club in West Hartford called the Elbow Room. All those comedians, again, I can't name all their names, but those people are great. A lot of passion, really gifted people. Chase, Out of Order, Tony, Zach, Charles, CJ, Josh. Like I said, bro, this can go on for hours. Josie, AJ, Luke, Gigi, of course, obviously my parents, my family, direct family, brothers. I love them more than they know. I don't even need to say that. They already know, my whole family. But if I forgot anybody, I'm sorry. That's like, I truly, there's just so many people, so many.